The iPhone 13 is coming in just a few short days, but who cares about all that? That's old news. Let's talk iPhone 14. God, I can't believe we're doing this already. That's right, we have major leaks coming about the iPhone 14. But first, if you end up liking this video, hit that like button or thumbs down if you weren't a fan, whatever floats your boat. Leave a comment about these wild iPhone 14 leaks, and if you aren't subscribed, well, now's a great time to maybe do so. All right, leaker John Prosser has shared alleged details about next year's iPhone 14, and in just a quick rapid fire, let's touch on what we can expect to see. First things first, no notch, with a hole punch front camera instead, in line with information also shared by analyst Ming-Chi Kuo. A thicker body allowing for no rear camera bump, with the lenses, LED flash, and LiDAR scanner sitting flush with the rear glass. A titanium frame. A round set of volume buttons that look similar to those on older iPhone 4 and iPhone 5 models. Redesigned speaker and microphone grills with elongated mesh cutouts instead of individual holes on the bottom of the device. And the Lightning connector remains on, at least in some iPhone 14 models. That's a pretty significant redesign, especially compared to this year's upcoming iPhone 13, which is still not even out yet, so we're not 100% on this, but we expect it to look more or less identical to the current iPhone 12. Prosser said that while some aspects of the iPhone 14's design and dimensions could end up changing between now and 2022, the devices will likely release in September, and he's confident that the overall design will remain largely the same when mass production begins. We also got some confirmation from display analyst Ross Young, who says that the iPhone 14 models will likely feature an under-display Face ID, so this would make a lot of sense considering that the current construct of true depth camera systems extend much further than just a singular hole punch. So it would appear that Apple is going to hide all of that stuff that's used for Face ID underneath the display and keep the camera above, or the only thing that's not tucked underneath the display. Young actually first shared his predictions on this back in June, but when all this information about the iPhone 14 came out just recently, he decided to highlight them again, because it all kind of blends together and makes sense. So this is all pretty big information, and it might make a few people kind of a bit more cautious when it comes to possibly upgrading to the iPhone 13. I would say don't worry about that. If you're due for an upgrade, go ahead. It's a lot easier than ever to upgrade year after year these days, but if you're really holding out, that's fine. I think the 14 is in line for some major updates here. But of course, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. It looks like this could be a huge update if all of these leaks are true, but I will say I'm intrigued as to why Apple didn't tuck the front-facing camera underneath as well. We just saw this actually come to fruition with Samsung's Galaxy Fold 3, and while it does look a lot more aesthetically pleasing, the front-facing camera does suffer quite a bit in quality, with a pretty noticeable haze due to it being actually underneath a piece of glass, and then the pictures have some overcorrecting via software. I assume that's probably what Apple just didn't want to sacrifice right now, and I'm fine with the hole punch if that's the case, but again, I would love to know your thoughts down in those comments. This has been Dan with Mac Rumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.